Welcome back to the rules of engagement. We're going to jump into the question and answer portion in just a minute, but first, let me tell you, if you go to mlgproshop.com, there's a couple new great offers for you guys. You can find them out by going to mlgproshop.com, clicking on the gift packs button on the right side, and then it'll bring you to a page where there's a couple packs here. All these things are more than one product. If you click on them, it'll tell you exactly what the multiple products are. You can scroll on here. The Korean Tea Pack is 2 different t-shirts, one saying Fighting, one saying Master. The O's are other packs of similar things where you get multiple products for just one price. So feel free to just spend a minute to check them out, see if there's anything you'd like to buy. But we're going to now get to the next question. So question and answer portion. First question is going to be by Tiago Carvalho. Oops. The question is, who do you think is the best SC2 player at the moment and why? So that's actually a pretty lot of stuff going on in that question. So there's not any single player, I think, who's like light years above everyone else. I'd have to say I feel like Life might be the best right now, but I feel there's a lot of other players, especially as Terran players are starting to look at players like Bomber and Flash and realize you're supposed to build a lot of command centers. As Terran players are starting to build more and more SCVs and command centers, some of them are being really, really good now. I still think Life's got pretty much everyone, just by that little margin I'd say is on top. So I'll go for Life, but it's so close up there at the top. So now we're going to go to the next question, and that's going to be, what is the best way to prevent Toss from getting that late game Sky Toss Death Bowl as Terran? I don't want a stale 10-minute metagame. So there's 2 ways. Is one, you can not care if they get that Sky Toss Death Bowl, because if you just get Thors and Ravens, that'll clobber any Sky Toss Death Bowl. Only needs a couple 2 Ravens for PDDs to negate Tempest. Thors will beat everything else against the carriers, maybe adding a few Vikings or something. But if you really don't want to get to that point, what you can do is you can just keep constantly scouting your opponent. One of the best ways to scout them is by harassing them. Throw Raven Harass at their bases. Throw in Hellbat drops. Throw in Widowmine drops. Do all these things that are not only going to do damage, but they can tell you what your opponent is doing. Any chance your opponent looks significantly weaker than you, go on the attack and kill them to win the game. If you think your opponent has a good turtle defense, but they're slightly weaker than you, which means that you can win if they move out, but you're not stronger enough to charge up a ramp or anything like that, if they're just slightly weaker, take the whole map, expand, get massive production, and overrun them 5 to 6 minutes later down the road. So if it ever looks like it's being stale, as a Terran player, that's your opportunity to mass a whole bunch of command centers, and then behind it you can mass a whole bunch of missile turrets, etc. Whatever you need, but the more orbitals you get, time is on your side because you'll get a vastly superior economy. So that wraps it up for the question and answer portion of the rules of engagement. We'll be on again tomorrow, first at 5 p.m. Eastern with a really cool Heart of the Swarm show match. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern, the next episode of Rules of Engagement is going to be the Community Critique, where I get to analyze your replays, send them to me at majorleaguegaming.com/replays for a chance to have them be reviewed every Thursday. See you guys tomorrow.